Xanian in Apocalypse, a beacon in the scorched earth. The year was 1999. The world hadn't ended, not in a spectacular bang, but in a slow, insidious unraveling. It began with a creeping unease, a global shift in the collective psyche. People became irritable, then aggressive, then consumed by a darkness that seemed to seep from the very earth. They called it the Great Doom, but Luxane, a young man from the dusty plains of Ghana, felt it more like a suffocating blanket of negativity. Luxane wasn't a warrior, not initially. He was a teacher, a dreamer, a believer in the innate goodness of the human spirit. He saw the despair creeping across the faces of his community, the flicker of hope dying in their eyes. He saw the violence, the fear, and the utter helplessness. But unlike others, Luxane refused to succumb. He had always possessed an unyielding wellspring of optimism, a force that bubbled up despite the bleakness around him. He called it his inner sun. As the world spiraled further into chaos, strange creatures began to emerge, grotesque manifestations of negative energy. They were drawn to despair and amplified it, their presence further eroding what little hope remained. These beings, with their twisted limbs and eyes burning with malice, were unlike anything Luxane had ever seen. They were the seeds of disbelief which counters the spirit of positivity. He witnessed a small group of villagers, armed with rusty farming tools and desperation, attempt to defend their homes against a swarm of these creatures. He saw them falter, their fear paralyzing them. That day, something snapped within Luxane. He understood that fear was the creatures' food, despair their fuel, and the only weapon against them was unadulterated positivity and unyielding belief in oneself. He stood tall, his voice ringing out with unwavering conviction. "We will not fall," he declared, his voice echoing across the ravaged landscape. "We will not be consumed by this darkness. We are stronger than fear. We are stronger than hate. We are Xanians." His words resonated, a spark in the encroaching gloom. Some of the villagers looked at him with bewildered hope. They saw the fire in his eyes, the genuine belief in his heart. That day, Luxane didn't just rally them, he ignited them. He began teaching them, not academic lessons, but lessons of resilience, of positivity, of gratitude, and of the power of the mind of a believer. He taught them to focus on the good, even when surrounded by the bad. He preached that positivity wasn't just a feeling, but a force, a shield against the encroaching